field due to induced charges and charge distribution on a system of parallel plates. Consider a large conducting plate that has been given a charge q. Due to symmetry, this charge is distributed equally on both the sides of the surface. So that means q by 2 on this side, q by 2 on this side. You can see this. If surface area of each face is A, then charge density on each face will be q by 2A, q by 2 divided by A, where A is the area of the plate. The electric field on both sides of the plate are sigma divided by epsilon naught. So on the side A it is this way, on side B it is this way, because charge given is positive. So that will become equal to q by 2A epsilon naught. Now if we consider the next case, suppose another uncharged plate is placed in front of this charged sheet as in the diagram. So one was there, now another uncharged is placed. Then what happens? Equal and opposite charge minus q by 2 is induced on the back surface, plus q by 2 is induced on the back surface. Okay, minus q by 2 in front surface, q by 2 in the back surface. Now the direction of electric field is different in this region anyway, right? So it is indicated by the arrows. So in between the plates it is this way, right? Now electric field between the plates is sigma by epsilon naught, where sigma is charge density on the surface. So potential difference between the plates is sigma by epsilon naught into d, where d is the separation between the plates, right? So here electric field is uniform, so we can make use of this equation for finding potential difference. Substitute for sigma, sigma is q by 2a into epsilon naught into d. That is what we get for potential difference. Moving to third case. So here if you have three plates carrying charges q1, q2 and q3. Now if you assume the charge on side A of the first plate, this side is qa, qa will be equal to q1 minus qa will be equal to qb, right? So total charge q1 is distributed among A and B. So qa plus qb will be equal to q1. So qa will be equal to q1 minus qb, qb will be equal to q1 minus qa. So that is what is shown here. Then similarly, charge on this surface D, qd is equal to q2 minus qc. Charge on the surface F is q3 minus qe. So this is how the charge distribution takes place. Then electric field at point P is 0. Then at P, charge qa will produce electric field towards right. All other charges qb, qc etc. will produce field towards left. So they get cancelled. Now if you take this condition EP is equal to 0 at this particular point, then EP is what? 1 by 2a epsilon naught into charges. So charge is qa minus q1 minus qa, that is qb, minus qc minus q2 minus qc minus qe minus q3 minus qe, that is equal to 0. So if you solve for qa from this, you will get q1 plus q2 plus q3 whole divided by 2. So charge on this particular side of the first plate, the outer side of the plate, will be q1 plus q2 plus q3 is equal to 0. Similarly, if you take the condition field on surface R is equal to 0, then that will give you result qf is equal to q1 plus q2 plus q3 by 2. That means if you consider the outermost surfaces of the system of plates, then the charge on outermost surfaces is half of the total charge on the system, right? Half of the total charge on the system. So further, if we have the condition EQ is equal to 0, which shows opposite plates have equal and opposite charges. Opposite places have equal and opposite charges.